39. Al-Muqit, the nourisher, the sustainer. Al-Muqit is one of the names of Allah, God, in Islam. It is an Arabic name that is derived from the root word qwt, which means power, capability, or ability. Al-Muqit can be translated as the nourisher or the sustainer in English. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Muqit, in Arabic, Al-Muqitu, meaning the ultimate sustainer. He gives strength and nourishment to his creations and maintains all that exists. He oversees, guards, and preserves all. To Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala we owe the satisfaction of all needs, but He is alone and independent of needs. Allah is the ultimate source of all sustenance, and it is through His divine power and control that everything in the universe is provided with its needs. Allah's attribute as Al-Muqit also reminds believers of the importance of gratitude, as they recognize that their sustenance ultimately comes from Allah's mercy and bounty. From the root kaf vav ta, kaf wa ta, which has the following classical Arabic connotations: to feed, nourish, to supply, sustain, to keep, preserve, guard, to witness, observe, watch over. We all require sustenance and nourishment. We require physical nourishment, food and drink being the strongest of needs. Once that need is satisfied, we often experience an inner void, and some mistakenly believe it can only be filled with material things. After all the hoarding and consuming, they will find this hole is a bottomless pit that can never be filled. The nourishment they need can only be found in the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Through devotion to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and increasing their spiritual aspirations, they fill the missing piece. In this way, Al-Muqit is the spiritual nourisher. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also has prescribed physical nourishment. Every person has it written for him/her what nourishment is available, and no one can come in the way of limiting what's been ordained. It was narrated from Jabir bin Abdullah that the Messenger of Allah said, "O people, fear Allah and be moderate in seeking a living, for no soul will die until it has received all its provision. Even if it is slow in coming. So fear Allah and be moderate in seeking provision, take that which is permissible and leave that which is forbidden." So in this sense, it's similar to the meaning of the name Ar-Rizaq, the provider, but more emphasis on the spiritual aspect. This name is more specific, since provision includes what is other than food as well as food. As the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is only mentioned once in the Quran. Whoever intercedes for a good cause will have a reward therefrom, and whoever intercedes for an evil cause will have a burden therefrom. And ever is Allah, over all things, a keeper. Quran 4:85. Because of this attribute of being the one who sustains all and provides for all, some will write Al-Muqit as being the powerful. But being the nourisher is a more accurate description. Below we include more Quranic verses that demonstrate the quality of this name rather than verses that reference this name. And there is no creature on earth but that upon Allah is its provision, and He knows its place of dwelling and place of storage. All is in a clear register. Quran 11-6. It is Allah who created the heavens and the earth and sent down rain from the sky and produced thereby some fruits as provision for you and subjected for you the ships to sail through the sea. By His command and subjected for you the rivers. Quran 14:32. Say, is it other than Allah I should take as a protector, creator of the heavens and the earth, while it is He who feeds and is not fed? Say, O Muhammad. Indeed, I have been commanded to be the first among you who submit to Allah, and was commanded, do not ever be of the polytheists. Quran 6:14. We've explored in more detail how a believer benefits in understanding how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the giver of sustenance, see the name Ar-Rizaq. But a point worth reiterating is if you see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Muqit, then you realize the importance of sabr, patience. And we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger and a loss of wealth and lives and fruits, but give good tidings to the patient. Quran 2-155. Go out in the world, be as deliberate as you can be, do your work, do what's required of you, but leave the rest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing can happen without His will, and if you trust He is the nourisher, the provider, the all-wise, then you must not be hard on yourself. What has been written for you, you will receive. Resorting to unlawful measures will not increase your sustenance, the number is the number, how you will receive it is up to you. It may come at once in a large sum. For others, it may be a slow and steady race. Abu Hurairah reported Allah's Messenger as saying, O Allah, make the provision of Muhammad's family sufficient just to sustain life. There are various interpretations and explanations, tafsir, associated with the name Al-Muqit in Islamic scholarship. Here are some key insights. 1. Provider of sustenance. Al-Muqit refers to Allah as the provider of sustenance to all His creation. This includes not only food and nourishment but also all forms of provision necessary for the well-being of His creatures. 2. Maintainer of balance. Another aspect of Al-Muqit is that Allah upholds justice and balance in the distribution of sustenance. He ensures that individuals receive what they need according to His wisdom and decree. 3. Nurture and support. Al-Muqit highlights Allah's care, nurturing, and support towards His creation. He maintains and sustains the entire universe, ensuring its well-being and its inhabitants' needs. 4. Corrector of affairs. Allah, as Al-Muqit, rectifies and adjusts matters in a way that benefits and provides sustenance to His creatures. He brings ease to difficult situations and resolves problems with His perfect wisdom. 5. Source of strength and power. This name also reflects Allah's power and ability to maintain and uphold the order of the universe, including sustaining life, providing nourishment, and fulfilling the needs of His creation.